Cheapest places in the UK. The United Kingdom is by far one of the most visited countries in the world. With its many colossal monuments and historical edifices, this city plays host to a great many tourists every month. But not everybody can visit or live in the United Kingdom, largely because they feel it would be expensive to visit. Well, newsflash, there are very cheap places with very unique features, festivals, and attractions in the United Kingdom. In today's video, we would be taking you on a tour around 10 very cheap places you can visit or live in the United Kingdom. But before we go any further, if you are new here, make sure you subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications to never miss any updates. Number 10. Cardiff. Beginning our list of cheapest places in the United Kingdom is the beautiful and surreal city of Cardiff. The majestic city of Cardiff is the capital of Wales, and it is the 11th largest city in the whole of the UK. This city is counted as one of the most affordable cities in the United Kingdom. Apart from it being large, the city features ancient but highly artistic buildings, friendly people, and restaurants that will not drill a hole in your credit card. To live in the monumental capital of Wales costs an estimated £655, which is around $875, without rent. This is relatively cheap considering the stance of the city and the constant rise in cost of living per day. The essential utility bill costs around £202, and the entertainment, sports, and education are relatively cheap. And for tourists, Cardiff offers an outstanding array of castles, world-class stadiums, and great shopping malls, bars, and restaurants. According to the NatWest Student Living Index 2019, Cardiff is UK's cheapest student city. You can decide to stay, visit, or tour. Cardiff offers all and more, with price tags that have been watered down. Number 9. Belfast. Another cheap city in the aesthetic Queen's city, Belfast. The capital of Northern Ireland, Belfast is not just one of the cheapest cities in the United Kingdom. The cost of living in this elegant city is cheaper than in 65% of cities in Western Europe. Living in Belfast costs £577 or $772 without rent. Even with the rent, the place is still very cheap to live in. There is also a catalog of affordable grocery stores, shopping malls, restaurants that would not make you think of the last money in your account, and bus and metro services across the city. Belfast is complete with monuments and attractions like the Titanic Belfast, Giant's Causeway, family-friendly Belfast City Centre, amongst others. All of these attractions are very cheap to access and do not require much from you. Number 8. Newcastle. Occupying our number 8 spot is the beautiful city of Newcastle. This city is nestled on the River Tyne in the northeastern region of England. The elegant city of Newcastle is regarded as a hub for business, sciences, arts, and a major center for building ships and manufacturing other products. The city is filled with industries, with a truckload of other monuments. As seemingly commercial as the city is, it is one of the cheapest places in London. The cost of living in Newcastle is very affordable, despite the fact that the city has a very good economy, and it is amply packed with industries. The city is known for its amiable and very friendly people and atmosphere, and relatively cheap cost of living, estimated at £590 or $787 per month without rent. Apart from the affordable cost of living, Newcastle is famous for a lot of other things. The city boasts of a unique and awe-inspiring bridge, adoration of football, sceneries that would take your breath away, an amazing history, sumptuous delicacies, historic museums, theaters, breweries, markets, and wild nightlife. The city is indeed a city that would cost you less to live and thrive in. Number 7. Aberdeen. Our number 7 spot is the beautiful city of Aberdeen. This port city is in northeast Scotland and is the third most populous city in Scotland. The city is also one of the most culturally grounded cities in the UK. It is also one of the commercial pools in the UK, with the presence of the North Sea oil in 1969. The discovery of the sea oil gave Aberdeen the alias the offshore oil capital of Europe. With this discovery, Aberdeen became the center of Europe's petroleum industry. This discovery proves that things began to skyrocket because the locals desired to milk themselves dry. However, with its downturn and fall in valuation in oil and gas, Aberdeen is considered as one of the most affordable cities in the United Kingdom, as the cost of living costs £636 per month. Residents of this city also benefit greatly from their disposable income, as research shows that workers in Aberdeen take home an average salary of £2,400 per month, and with expenses of £636 and rent of £538, you will still definitely have a lot of profit to keep. Also, Aberdeen is one of the cheapest cities for students in the UK. According to the official report, Aberdeen is the only UK city ranked in the top 50 for affordability for students. Number 6. Norwich. On our number 6 spot is the glorious city of Norwich. This city is regarded as one of England's safest places to live, as well as one of the cheapest places. A bustling business and shopping centre, Norwich is East Anglia's traditional capital, a fact reflected in its splendid Norman cathedral, its castle, and the city's many other historic points of interest. Centuries of history can be found in its old gateways and winding lanes. It's also a vibrant cultural hub offering many things to do, from browsing the lovely boutique shops to enjoying the famous 2-week-long Norfolk and Norwich Festival. This fun event takes place each May with musical and theatrical performances, as well as visual art exhibits. The cost of living in Norwich is 31% cheaper than London. Its estimated monthly cost of living is £672. Number 5. Coventry. Occupying the 5th position is the countryside Coventry. This is a city in the West Midlands, England. This city boasts of its green fields and very fallow grounds, and it is by far one of the cheapest places to live and visit in the UK, especially for students. Coventry offers the cheapest accommodation, food, and shopping services you can find. It is one of the most affordable cities for students, as the average rent in the city is much more affordable than other big cities in the United Kingdom. The city features attractions such as the Coventry Transport Museum, the Coventry Music Museum, Coventry Cathedral, Midland Air Museum, as well as the Coombe Abbey Park. Accessing all of these side attractions would cost little next to nothing. This means that as a tourist, you can witness the beauty of Coventry for a pocket-friendly price. Number 4. Edinburgh. And the number 4th position is occupied by the stronghold city of Edinburgh. Edinburgh has the strongest economy of any city in the UK except for London. Edinburgh does not only have a strong economy, but it also has the safest atmosphere, beautiful natural landscape, artistic streets, top-notch educational centers, stunning countryside, and a great social environment. All of these attributes make the city one of the most desirable cities to live in the United Kingdom. Although the housing costs are quite expensive, it is relatively cheaper than the cost of housing in London. The cost of living compared to London is quite affordable. According to recent findings, the monthly cost of living in this city is £687. This is quite cheap compared to London. Edinburgh's economic strength means that even if you may be spending quite a lot on housing, you are most likely to be making enough so that you may not see what you pay for rent as expensive. Number 3. Birmingham. One of the largest cities in the UK, Birmingham is located in West Midland, England. This city sits comfortably at our number 3 spot with its quite cheap living conditions, exponentially affordable access to landmarks. Birmingham is regarded as the second most important city in the UK behind London. The city's great population, economic buoyancy, and cultural contribution earned it that title. The city is relatively cheap to live in, and it features a lot of monuments that would give the tourist their money's worth. People living here are relatively aloof to each other, but there is an unspoken code of respect they all pay themselves, which is why this is one of the best cities to live in. Big, beautiful, inexpensive, and artistically appealing. The monthly cost of living in Birmingham is considerably low, relatively sensible £640 or $855. Number 2. Lincoln. Lincoln is one of the most important places in the UK. It is located in the eastern East Midland and is aptly rated as one of the best places to live in the UK, the Midlands specifically. The living cost and standards in Lincoln are relatively cheap, and it boasts of affordable housing, historic centers, retail hotspots, utility cost, and transportation. This city embodies poise and cultural values, but is still relatively very cheap to live in. The city boasts a lot of monuments, from artistic to architectural to historic, all of which are amiably placed on the street in forms of statues and housing and the spirit of good literature. Lincoln is also student-friendly. Number 1. Lancaster. Topping our list of cheap places in the United Kingdom is Lancaster, as its reputation precedes. It is one of the most beautiful cities in the whole of England. The city is also one of the cheapest cities to live in. The city features state-of-the-art facilities with a whole lot more than exercise. The city carries a lot more grace than other companies. With the laughter dragged, where would you put other things into consideration? The United Kingdom is one of the most romantic countries in the world at large. The city boasts of artistry at its best, architectural masterpieces, and a relatively cheap cost of living. That's all for today's video, and thanks for watching it. If you liked it, make sure you give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And while you are here, click to watch one of these 2 videos appearing on your screen right now. I will see you there. Take care and stay.